Hello, I'm Lauren Royston, Economic Development Director for the City of Novi. And one of the great parts of my job is getting out and meeting wonderful companies. And today we are at Rightpoint. And joining me is co-founder of Rightpoint, Ross Freedman. Good morning, Ross.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. So every now and again I get out, well, I won't say every now and again, quite often it's part of my job is to get out and meet with and work with the businesses in Novi, and I get an opportunity to learn more and more about the companies, and I was just really interested in the type of company this was, and I had to get back and find out more about the company. So welcome, thank you for coming today, and why don't you tell us a bit about Rightpoint?
Rightpoint is a hybrid digital agency and technology services firm wrapped in one. So we combine artists and engineers and have them work closely together to solve real business problems. So we like to say we're in the business of creating experiences that solve our clients' business problems. When we think about Rightpoint as an organization, we're an organization that combines multiple things together that typically don't go together. We have people that come to Rightpoint that all have a craft. They have a love for or a passion for a specific craft. That could be helping companies program a specific business application. That could be helping define a user experience for a business application. And what we've done is we've brought these two disciplines together to create real value for our clients.
Well, see, again, interesting concept with the company. So, why Novi?
We felt like Novi and Detroit were an underserved market. We've been serving the Michigan area from Chicago for a number of years, and we felt that Michigan companies want to do business with Michigan companies. And we chose Novi because it was very centrally located, and it was the ability to find and attract the best talent, as well as be able to serve clients broadly throughout the state of Michigan.
Well, thank you. We can have you do that commercial for us because we are conveniently located at the convergence of quite a few freeways in the area. So I'm glad to know that that is working for the business model and the growth of Rightpoint. So you said you were working from, originally the company is based in
Chicago.
Yes.
And we started the company about 8 years ago out of the Chicago office. And about 3 years ago, we decided that this market was really ripe for a company like Rightpoint. There were a lot of companies who are building and or rebuilding their technology infrastructure. They're trying to improve their customer-facing experiences. And we felt that the types of companies here needed an organization like Rightpoint to help them solve their problems, to help push the envelope forward for their specific agendas.
Okay, and you do have another location. I'm standing in front of some really cool signs here, Detroit being the main sign, but you also have a facility in Denver, or is it Colorado?
Yep, Denver, Colorado. So we have a national expansion plan. Detroit was our first, Detroit and Novi was our first foray outside of Chicago, and at the beginning of 2014, we chose Denver as the next market for our geographic expansion to move ourselves west.
So you want to tell us about the need for this type of service that Rightpoint provides here in the Michigan area, here in Novi, here in Metro Southeast Michigan?
Absolutely. So what we found with our competition that there's really good technology services firms, but where they fall short is on the creative and user experience side. And there's really interesting agencies that are good at the idea and the creative, but they really fall short in executing on the technology side. So what we really fit is kind of that best of form and function, and we sit right in the middle. And we have been able to offer our clients those two things together versus having them hire a technology services firm and an agency to solve one problem.
Excellent. So you found a nice niche market that you can grow and expand. And speaking of growing and expanding, when I was first made aware of Rightpoint, there was one person. There was one person here in this office, and then now I'm hearing as of today, the staff has already grown. Right.
So we started with one person, Jesse Murray, who we were referred to by our partner Microsoft. And Jesse started out as a one-man show here in Michigan and has grown the company. I think by the end of 2014, we were almost 10 people. And by the end of 2015, we hope to be 18 to 20 people. So we've seen tremendous growth, and we're really excited about our future here.
Excellent. Well, let's go and meet Jesse now and then find out more about the components that make up Rightpoint.
That sounds great.
Hello, I was told by Ross that you were the person to meet. Everyone, welcome Jesse Murray, the Michigan office lead here. Welcome to Corporate Review.
Thank you. This is a tremendous opportunity. I spoke when we talked, 18 months ago with Ross about being able to discuss what Rightpoint is. And I know Ross had kind of shared why Rightpoint was looking to the Michigan market, but I've been in Michigan for 20 some years now. And part of the other half of that story was why I chose Rightpoint for Michigan. I understand a lot of the players, and my goal was to find a company that was culturally different. When you talk to Ross and Brad, both founders of Rightpoint, it took a few months of back and forth conversations, really understood that Rightpoint is driven to be the place where consultants can drive their passions, which then result in excellent results for customers. And I've always worked in organizations that were focused on the project or the deliverable or the task or even the relationship, but never the passion. And I found that to be a fundamentally different thing. What was so different about caring what I love to do? Why was that the thing that Rightpoint was about? That's what really got in my mind. And what I came to realize was when you do what you're truly passionate about, your energy drives successful results.
And I picked up on that when I met with you in my first introduction to Rightpoint, that it's not just about the company, it's not just about what you do, it's how you do it.
It is very, very much how. Mm-hmm. As you walk around our space, even in this room, we have whiteboards everywhere. The idea is that wherever you are in a conversation, some idea might happen. We create things all the time. We refer to ourselves as makers. Everyone here makes something. We like to build. We love Legos. All of our kids play Minecraft. I mean, it's who we are. And the whiteboards are an outward persona of that. We don't really have assigned desks. If you look, you may sit in the same spot a couple times, but we like to reorganize. Sometimes a group needs to get together and go do something. They can grab this room, they can grab one of the other places. Our goal is to be open, to enable collaboration. And when that collaboration happens organically, you really do get magic coming out the other side. I think Ross had mentioned that we have a creative artistic wing and an engineering wing.
Yes.
If you want to refer to it as that way, a left and a right brain. We're not, I've always kind of had this weird concept about that. We're all creatives. Whether we write code, I have no particular aesthetic values, but I'm a programmer. And we're all a creative sort. Some of us build the actual output and some of us build the design, but we're all the same personality. And I think that's, when we talk about what differentiates Rightpoint in the market,
yes.
It's different to have that organically than it is to be either an agency or a systems integrator, technology company. We're all driven by the user experience, not the platform necessarily, although we're skilled in those, and not even necessarily the process by which we have to go through and do things. We're driven by the thing that's being made.
And to support what drives you, you also have the environment to support that. So
yep.
Walking, I know, like I said, you started out as a one-man office here,
yep.
and in a smaller suite, and you've grown to, I think it's about 2,400 square feet here
yep,
in this
yep.
facility. And the last time I came here, it didn't look like this. Now you have the vibrant colors, the warm, inviting areas, your different workspaces. Can you tell us a bit about
absolutely.
The design behind, the idea behind the design?
Yep, absolutely. So you mentioned the first space we were in. It was a 19-foot by 19-foot square. Very startup feel, but startup feel kind of wears after about a year. Nobody wants to sit in the same room with everybody constantly. Right. And so we had to move. And we wanted to stay in the same area. The easy access to freeways has been phenomenal. But the transition from what was open space that really had no particular feel to what you see today was part of our creative director, Tim Stahl's vision. And so we have an office in Chicago, and our goal was to tie the culture from Chicago to the culture that's in Michigan. Yeah. The same desk, the same furniture, definitely the color scheme. Things that I have absolutely no clue about personally, that colors orange and green go together. I mean, those types of things were led through our creative wing. They came here, we measured, we spent a long time on carpet. Just all these different seemingly small decisions to generate the workspace. And as you came in, I think you saw the ping pong table up in the front.
Yes, I did.
That's not a prop. That is an actively used and very competitive piece
Functioning
of our culture.
piece.
Functioning piece. You'll see status meetings happen at the table. We do have an especially skilled ping pong player here who gives us some points. But for the most part, it's just a place to go and burn off some energy. Okay. When you do our type of work, you don't really sit in a cube or at a desk all day long. You need to be able to get up and do things that create more energy, to make your brain refresh. Just do something else to get the creative juices flowing.
Royston, Economic Development Director for the City of Novi. Today we've learned how company culture is just as important as customer satisfaction here at Rightpoint. So I hope you learned as much as I did today. So until the next time, please remember to visit us at investnovi.org, and as always, invest in Novi, come to Novi. Thank you.